Hey guys, it's Miss Coconut. How are you doing? I'm doing well. So listen, I know last week everyone was talking about Prince Harry and Meghan coming to America and how they had to flee the royal family and how they had to escape almost with their lives. Like literally, she was saying she felt suicidal, and we do take mental health very seriously around these parts. But I have to say, Mary Mary had a little lamb. Meghan is black. Harry is white. So there is a little play here on the whole occult symbolism of the checkerboard. It's just sort of like it's a real life pawn instead of the symbolism you normally find like in pictures and movies and things like that. But we know that black and white is the symbol for duality, okay? And you often find that black and white checkerboard pattern in anything related to messages, meaning films, movies, books, videos, all the time. You know, pictures, magazine covers, you see it continuously throughout. It's a trigger, okay? This is how they monitor and split the altars when they're doing MK Ultra. And so I feel like just like a checkerboard has, pawns on it, that is the same way they use these people. So I, for one, am not buying the whole they had to escape with their lives because the royal family is racist, because truly he was racist himself. There are so many pictures of him and his cronies wearing the swastika. So regardless of the many other reasons why you would be wearing this, he was not wearing it for any auspicious reason, okay? Now, I might not have been interested in this story really at all, because when they do these very public rituals, I know by now that that's what they are. They like to promote racial divide because they know that gets the silly people going, okay? And all of the buffoons, are ready to rah-rah and rally around the good old flag and fight each other over what these pawns are doing, not remembering that they are playing a part, okay? And the funny thing about this, that she knew very well what she was marrying into. All these accounts of, they called the baby black or the skin was going to be dark. Everyone knew all of this. This is not a secret or anything like that. They are playing on the sympathy of people, and they're creating this little niche that, they had to escape, and now America has to protect them. And some people are really saying, like, she's over here trying to become the next president of the United States, or whatever the corporation is that you call it these days. I don't for 1 minute believe that they're fleeing because the royal family was mistreating them, okay, or he's taking up for her. And the reason why I don't believe that is because there was just one little glimpse in that Oprah interview of him sitting with his hands clasped in a very occultic symbol gesture. Okay, it's a mudra, but the mudra that he's using is a very odd one. It's not one that you would normally just sit and do, and it has a lot to do with secrecy and being protected. So I'm like, he's up to his old tricks. They're doing what they have been rolled out to do. They've been assigned a job, and they're being paid very well. And so they made a point to tell us, they're not getting paid for this Oprah interview. Okay. All of a sudden, they want us to think they're destitute, right? And they're no longer getting money from the royal family. He has a small trust fund his mom, I think, left him, and they are struggling. Meanwhile, they got millions and millions of dollars from that Spotify deal and I think the Netflix deal. So they are playing a part. They are the ultimate checkerboard, and they are playing on the sympathy of the people to get people once again constantly in a state of anger, okay, and uprise over the wrong thing. What is interesting to me is that Meghan Markle's father has been in the limelight, unfortunately, due to his notoriety. And him and his daughter fell out. He was, I guess, disinvited to the wedding, but according to her, he was ignoring her, fighting with her, and chose not to be involved in the wedding. I'm not really sure who's telling the truth here. But you have to remember that Thomas Markle is a retired American television lighting director and director of photography. Again, he's used to creating an illusion and a story. But he's been fighting with her. He said that he doesn't believe the royals are racist. He said that Meghan is a manipulator, and he says that she sent him a letter that contained something horrible. I don't know what could be so horrible that he wanted to destroy the letter. Was it like a spell in there? Did she write a curse? So this debacle is just out of control. Meghan does definitely play the role of damsel in distress very, very well. This has escalated so greatly that Piers Morgan actually had to quit his job, right? Allegedly, supposedly, this is why, because he would rather quit that than have to interview, talk about her, or allude to her in any kind of way that was positive. Isn't that something, y'all? So this is like getting curiouser and curiouser. Just like, if you're falling through that little rabbit hole. I mean, he stormed off. Piers Morgan was upset. And basically it's because he was called out about the comments, that he made. And he feels like she is definitely someone that is running a game. Okay, and that she's trash talking the royal family, and that she's no good. Okay, so whatever. Like I said, this is all done to generate a certain response from the public. Okay, they like to keep us enthralled with the bickering and the fighting, and now Sharon Osbourne got involved because she's defending Piers Morgan. And now she's being accused of racism by some of the black co-hosts. I don't know. Y'all, if you wanted to decode the names, the dates, the times, the places, the sets, you would probably have a lot of fun with the hidden meanings. As always, I do tell y'all, just for fun, you could do that to see what they're really saying when they're using certain terms and names, okay? But it's always more layers to what we see. This latest publicity stunt is tickling me because Piers Morgan and Meghan at some point really apparently had struck up a friendship. And they used to tweet back and forth. They would visit and have dinner with each other. So at some point, she liked the man and he liked her. I don't know if they are alluding that anything outside of a friendship occurred, but I know he was certainly miffed when he wasn't invited to the royal wedding. And maybe that sent him spiraling out of control to have this resentment towards her. I don't know, but he's clearly very bothered by her and is on the attack now. And like I said, it's just coming down to this black and white issue. Anytime I see people instigating racial issues, I know that they are down with the agenda, that they are part of the plan to keep all of the beautiful humans separated. And therefore, I cannot give any credence to anything that they are going through or displaying because it's all an act, in my opinion. Anywho, just for fun, Meghan means pearl. Pearls are associated with wisdom or being wise, okay, or valuable, right? Like pearls of wisdom. And Harry means war. Thomas means twin, so there is some duality there, right? And of course, twins, when you think of Gemini, that is associated with having two faces or two sides. And then piers actually means a landing or some sort of platform for entertainment. So they are waging a wise war full of duplicity on the people. And it's all a show. So, yeah, have fun decoding this one. Tell me in the comments what you've picked up, what you see, what you got, what you think. I would love to know. And then I'll be back to talk about something else that's going on. Thank you so much for listening to me. As always, I'm Stream Brezzy.